Hello, SpeedGaming 5. Welcome to No Logic 2024 tournament. This is Chexhuman versus Doomtap Game 3 in the upper bracket. How are you doing, Buddha?
I am doing well, Malmo. How about yourself?
I am nervously looking forward to the outcome of this race. As you probably know by now, this is a potential future opponent for me. Actually, very likely. I'm going to be playing either the winner or the loser of this matchup.
Right. So for those of you who are not familiar, in the brackets currently, Malmo will be taking on JD, and the winner will take on the winner of this group, and presumably the loser will take on the loser of this pairing here. So
The loser of this pairing does have to go through Sacrijust to get to the loser of my pairing, so it's not guaranteed, but it is very likely.
okay.
Just mathematically.
Okay. Very good. Glad you explained that, as I'm trying to understand how to read this thing. But okay. And looks like we are off. So here we go. Oh, very nice start.
Somebody's watching the streams.
Also,
Wow.
very nice start.
Pick your starters. King of Samari and Link's House, Moon Pearl on Sanctuary. Both of them will get both. But still. By the way, I have a new philosophy about the Moon Pearl. I think it's actually more spicy to get it early in No Logic, because it really throws off your routing schema.
Okay, well, there we go. Put that down. Let everyone know. Also, early bottle for Chex. I say early bottle because this afternoon I was commentating another race where a bottle didn't show up until about an hour in. All right, now... All right, green pendant in pod. Okay, so that'll be interesting. Doomtap makes a couple checks. As checks, we'll check the...
Oh, Ether.
That look like Ether.
Yeah, it's Ether Medallion. That's actually one of the few things that could be worth getting. We have still yet to see somebody defeat Aghanim 1 in this tournament. I haven't even been checking Lumberjack in my races. The people who have been checking it have so far not found value in it. Even last race between these two, it was Flippers and Swamp was a pendant. They never got it. Even if it wasn't, I think they still wouldn't. I think it's still faster to do Swamp without Flippers than to... Even the fast way we have of getting to Aga is still pretty slow. So Chex getting the flute, really good to not have to walk to the potion shop like Doomtap does right now. Doomtap deciding also to hold on to the mushroom because the mushroom is useful for glitches if certain other items don't show up.
Right, and then I'm actually surprised no one's been able to find a way to easily clip into that one spot in Lumberjack.
Yeah, every method that gets found ends up being illegal. Like Exploration Swim and Plaid World. There is a way involving like multiple bottles and Misery Mire, but by the time you're doing that, you have probably a better solution to your problem than whatever's on Lumberjack.
Okay.
That's a maybe it's the Ice Rod situation, but even then you probably just full clear the game and you just kill Aga. It's easier.
Fair enough.
Killing Aga is pretty easy in No Logic because you can just go in there from Hera and basically skip straight to the boss. But killing Aga does have consequences. It changes the world in a way that makes it harder to route when you don't have the Moon Pearl. Thankfully we do, so we might see it in this one. Only if Myra's Ether and a Crystal. It's not going to happen if that doesn't happen.
Right, I mean, that's really what this is banking on. So far, Chex in Cac Village has not found of anything of use, well, aside from some small keys.
That said, most people will go to CAC if they have a flute because it's a time-neutral play to activate it and then go up the mountain. Going up the mountain without a flute would be a waste of time if you have a flute. You don't have to do all of CAC.
True. Another bottle.
Yeah, you can just leave. Hit the bricks. Oh, Chex needed that.
Oh,
bottle merchant money. So doing a barter with the bottle merchant could be for Flippers. I would say that's a good deal for Chex.
Yeah, definitely.
He has way better things to put in that bottle than a bee.
I actually didn't even know that that it'll give you money. And so now going into Chicken Hut, as Doomtap is collecting all of his fun stuff. Okay, some more money. Does the vendor always give you 80? Or not 80, or
100.
or
Yeah.
100? Okay.
For a good bee.
For a good
Ye-
bee. Gotcha.
Yeah, you have to be careful where you release it. If you release it too close to the weather vane, the bee will target the weather vane instead.
Oh, okay.
That's why you saw Chex standing to the left of the bottle merchant.
Check's got a bow.
It's dupable.
Okay. Will he dupe it, or?
Probably not.
Okay.
He could though. I mean, it's not that bad with the pearl. It's just not that worth. Silver arrows, not a very high value item. It's
Right.
So silver arrows do. They have some glitch potential, but most of the time it's to replace other things like a sword.
Mm-hmm. In the library.
You'll
Sorry,
dupe
go
the
ahead.
bow if it's like actually going to save you a Master Sword Silverless Cannon, or if it's extremely convenient to do so.
I see. Okay. And Chex didn't want the trash, so decided to bail.
Not ready for desert yet. There are certain things you want to do in desert. And some of them involve potions. That's why he's here. Taking a pit stop here. He might not even go to desert yet. He might go somewhere else. He only has one bomb. I think he probably wants to get some more resources, perhaps on the mountain graveyard ledge to restock on bombs, the Houlihan room to restock on money.
Okay. And then Doomtap opting to go to Eastern.
He's been here already. No, he hasn't. I watched 3 races today.
Mm-hmm.
No, he has been here. He hard reset his mushroom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He wants it back.
That's right.
Okay. Doomtap gaslighting me.
True. Yeah. That's right. He did the save scum earlier, and then of course you lose all that, so you have to go
Well,
back.
it
and
didn't
get
occur to me that he was doing the save scum from that play and that he didn't save and quit.
Hmm.
It would have been easier if he had known that the flute was just in the Lost Woods, but he's not psychic.
No. Couple red potions.
The universal donor of no logic.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what kind of door you're going to be drinking in, get a red. You can't go wrong. Most of the time.
Right. And then he has acquired his flippers now. And I think Chex has just gotten all... Yep, there's Chex just getting out Death Mountain with the old man. Unfortunately, he has to kind of wait here. A little bit of a gamble.
Oh boy, we
A
got
little bit of danger, actually. Gets a compass.
turn-based combat. Oh, Chex is pretty
True.
experienced with.
Mm-hmm. Now if we go get his hug. And... probably gonna make a stop at Hera. Oh,
Graveyard ledge, yeah.
for eating, or going to graveyard. Okay.
Hera's fine too. I don't think it would be a problem for him to go there. He probably wants more bombs before getting to Paradox, so he doesn't have to buy them there. And he just put down too many bombs.
Well, got a 20. Mr. Buyer claiming that Hera's the universal donor. And of course, here, get some free bombs. Alright, 20 piece on the desert ledge. Looks like, yeah, Doomtop make his way into desert while Chex makes a stop at Houlihan.
I always find it interesting when runners stop to think. I wonder, what are they thinking about? Are they reacting to something they just got? Is Doomtap realizing he has no bombs and that might make things difficult for him? I think he'll be okay. The Cane of Samaria is really good for desert routing. I fully expect to see him use it here. He might even go all the way to... Can he kill Argus? Maybe with the bow if he puts enough arrows in it? Oh, he's not even doing the cane method. He already has the Desert Small. It doesn't need to. Yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, and also currently Doomtap doesn't have any arrows.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could just go to Swamp and not kill Argus too. That's an option. It's 3 items, pretty quick. you can pull it off. You can do a Samaria glitch in that desert small key door and get the 3 items that are in the back of Swamp. And if you have the flippers, you can also swim to Argus, but I think Doomtap is a little bit short on weaponry for actually killing that boss.
Right. But instead is opting a big key to TR. Okay.
Okay. You could get 2 of those if you wanted.
So what do we got going on here? So he's currently in the attic and is going to go back into desert. Oh, gives up a glove.
That's dupable too. Does he have another red potion in here?
I believe he hasn't used the second bottle yet.
Well, now it's too late.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, he had to keep that chest closed if he wanted the mitts. I like his instinct to kill the Ropa, or the Popo. You go in there and you just think, oh, it's the Popo room. You gotta kill the Popos, but you don't. You just walk out. Yeah, if he had done a super tile red YBA in that door, he could have refilled the mitts chest and gotten mitts. Mitts are actually pretty good, no logic. I think they are underappreciated as a movement item.
Okay. 300 rupees in Aghanim's cave, whereas I'm not quite sure I missed what Chex got because it was an invisible item.
Chex auto tracks, so other Tom watching his tracker, if he is, would catch that. It doesn't look like it was bombs.
Now, Doomtap going to cave 45. Harpies.
I want to see if Chex does something different here, because he has the opportunity to go to Swamp just like Doomtap did. And also, yeah, I don't know what he has in his bottles, but he might be able to just copy, he might be able to use the cane to refill the chest. I'm not sure if that's safe. Sometimes you get, like, bad VRAM crashes and stuff if you don't know exactly what you're doing with the cane.
Right.
Oh, he's doing the same. He's not using the cane.
Okay.
He doesn't need the extra desert small, I guess. This conveniently refills his magic, so he could still open Swamp. Well, not open Swamp. He's not using it to unlock Swamp. He's using it to get the items in the back and maybe kill Argus.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Doomtap, a little bit of trouble. At least got the old man there. Oh, then he died.
Oh, that's so good. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah. Some you don't get that cutscene invincibility.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when you open Meyer and get hit by the Zora and come out with one less heart. Or you got the murder dactyl running over you and you're using Quake so it doesn't die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think Chex actually does have a red, so he probably won't. Oh, he's killing the Popos. Nope, he's killing the Popos out of instinct.
Okay, good job.
He's doing it because he wants that shutter door to remain open when he does this glitch. Because if he doesn't kill the Popos now, we'll just have to do it on the way back in.
Oh, okay.
So he had a reason to kill them. Doomtap didn't. Maybe Doomtap was thinking about doing this and decided not to.
Yeah, a little harder to do when you have bombs instead of arrows. And now, like you said, now we're in Swamp.
Chex is fixing his tile set. Oh, he's getting arrows. He's planning on killing Argus, I think. That's what the arrows are for.
Yeah, this does seem to be the play.
Because that's a pretty out-of-the-way arrow pot. I mean, yes, he's fixing his tile set too, which is also an indicator that he might get... Oh!
Okay.
Wait. Didn't Doomtap reset away the Samaria too? So he just didn't have it when he was in desert? That's why he didn't do all of that stuff? Is he just didn't have the cane at the time?
That's... potentially.
That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny that It worked out that way. Doesn't look like much advantage to Chex for going here early. If you can pull off killing Argus, that's cool, but I think it will be difficult and maybe slow compared to just doing it later.
Alright, so now, of course, got to get through Phelps Way. Alright.
Did that Phelps just, like, launch itself across the room?
It did look like that, yeah. I've never seen that before, but... Now, of course, we're gonna able to get rid of the puffs.
Yeah, very important that Chex phased Argus there. He could have gotten a zero cycle, but if you get a zero cycle using that method, you will get puffs landing on you. Which is good if you have, like, 16 hearts in blue mail, but if you have 4 hearts, you are... Oh,
yeah,
this is really monka.
This is,
He can't move off the wall, or I'll get the puffs. Also, tendency to, like, frame rule the arrow because of the way it's moving. He doesn't want to shoot Argus while it's moving towards him, if he can avoid it. And Argus will damage him for 2 hearts. He's doing really well, though. You must have practiced this.
Yeah, it looks like looks like got a decent setup here. Oh, missed the arrow.
It's got 10.
Okay. Now he's gotta patiently wait for Argus to get back into position.
He seems to have, like, a whole, like... Yeah, he has, like, a whole technique to
There it
this.
is.
Who practices this? Chex.
Gets a heart piece for his troubles.
And a crystal, but the crystal is for desert, not for swamp. Do not be fooled.
Okay.
It is information.
Yeah, so...
It's one of the best ways to find out what Desert's prize is to kill a different boss in Desert.
So Desert has a crystal. And then back on the mountain. Oh, all right. Again, turn-based combat.
I think fluting to 1 is a scam, by the way. You should just save and quit. Oh, the mirror. That's a good item.
It
Chex
is.
will get it soon, too. Mirror has a few functions beyond the normal ones. It can be like a bottle replacement for certain YBAs. It's not a good one because it takes longer, but it is usable.
Doomtap sees the small key. Will hover to victory. There you go.
I think most people would just not get that key.
TR.
Small keys are kind of a low value item.
And you'll hover back. Oh.
Yep. Alright, does he go to pod? Nope.
Yeah, kind of surprising. Thought he would.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cave state key yet, so going to pod is one less item he can get.
Oh, that's true.
And navigating the dark room without a sword or a lamp is also pretty obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. So now, okay, good use of the red cane. So it looks like Doomtap will be heading to the right side here, as Chex will do the same. 300 rupee.
Yeah, Chex is doing the thing you do with the mirror. This is what I like to do if I have the mirror. Even without the pearl, you can clip across the mountain, do Super Bunny first, and then mirror to check this item that Doomtap is getting now. And then do all the other mountain checks.
And so let's see, in Super Bunny we have... Alright. Just some love. Oh, he wanted to go down, but got a... Okay. Go check out Spiral Cave.
Diagonal walls are exploitable. They're not just a suggestion, they are like useful.
Mm-hmm.
They're a tool. They're almost a glitching item in and of themselves.
This is true. Spiral Cave has Ice Rod.
Okay. One of 4 rods in the pool.
Right. So yes, as a reminder, for those of you not familiar, there are in fact 2 ice rods and 2 fire rods in this in these no logic seeds. Okay, and now I guess both will do paradox. Don't worry, Tom. One day that'll happen. I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure that's already in the making. Waiting for the old wall sanity. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh,
the
lamp. Okay. That's kind of a big deal.
The lamp means you can turn on your mushroom and keep the item instead of hard resetting everything you got in the...
And a hook shot.
Oh, we have hook pushing. Okay. So, what do you need for hook pushing? You need something that puts sparkles on the screen. Currently, that is the ice rod. And you need enough ancilla to put things in high slots, so you have to like fill the screen with a bunch of stuff and get the hook shot to either stick itself to a wall or get the Cane of Samaria to spawn weirdly. They have both options available to them. And then you also need an item that sets the variable that makes all of it work, and the lamp is the best version of that item. The mushroom was the other one, or the powder, which is why Doomtap kept it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also where maybe Chex might be thinking about, or Doom might be thinking about getting those silver arrows from the back of Cavern. Because silver arrows are also a really good way to put sparkles on the screen. And, you know, they're a weapon, so... Right. Bonus. The earlier you get them, the more you benefit from having them.
Right, because right now we're about 20, almost 21 minutes in and still no sword.
And the glitch that gets them is pretty easy. They have ideal equipment for it. They have the Moon Pearl, they can get to the Dark World, and they can start the Tree Warp glitch where they put a bunch of other stuff on screen in a different way and get wrong warped into the last Underworld location they were in, refilling the chests in that room. That's how they would get the silvers.
And arrows in the big key chest in Eastern. Ether for TR, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, I don't care about TR.
Oh, that's true. That's right. You can. I don't think I actually ever seen anyone get in the front way.
TR has 4 doors.
It's true. Okay, catfish.
It also has a back door in the Old Man Cave and some other places.
Right. So really, the medallion will only be a really big deal potentially if they need to go into Mire, or if they need it for Mire, I believe. That'd probably be it. Or they wouldn't even need... No, they can still get into Mire.
Check's finding another sparkle maker in the Waterfall Fairy. I actually cannot believe he's the first person here. I mean, teased Chex for never going here, and now he starts doing it, so I shot myself in the foot for the one advantage I would have over him.
Yeah, I think when you... I think now that we've called it out as a fire shield there, you call it out enough, eventually he's like, maybe I should start.
The Boomerang is vanilla, and the fire shield's almost vanilla, because it's right next to it.
And so now we'll see, what does Zor give us?
Half magic. I would say that's worth keeping.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it says no to that fire shield.
Oh, Doomtap can just do Eastern. That's cool.
Yeah.
This seems super free until we need the swords and fire rod.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't think about that for now. Just do dungeons until you run out of dungeons you can do without the fire rod or sword.
Yeah, you just do what you can until you can't. And the bottle vent, or the hobo has a heart piece.
The bottle vendor, but the bottle is free.
Mm-hmm. Correct. I was hoping you didn't catch me saying that, but very well. Yeah, I'm gonna stop, grab some supplies for jumping into Armos.
Having flippers makes the routing here weird, because usually you do Ice Rod first and use a water walk to get to the ferry, but when you have the flute and flippers, you can just go there.
And was Crystal. So for those of you who might be new, the rules here are that you have to get all the crystal bosses or all the crystals from the bosses and Aga 2 before you can take on Ganon. The island doesn't have anything, or unless they really want 20 rupees that badly. Doomtap getting another red potion. Check's going for a arrow upgrade. Oh, and a bomb upgrade.
You get hook pushing, you want these immediately.
Mm-hmm.
More important than potions at this point.
Okay. Flute to 1, of course. For checks, it looks like...
Looks like a pod play.
Yeah, because this takes you to the cave. Yep.
Yeah, he can do all of pod. He can even kill Helmasaur, which is... the bow is what's allowing him to do that. He actually... Not for the reasons you might expect. He just can't defeat phase 2 without it at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's got nothing in his inventory that'll damage phase 2.
I hope he's prepared to dupe any swords he finds in here. This is a really good place for refilling chests. If you do it back to front. If I was in here and I had no swords and I have bottles, I would want to put reds in all of them and then go to pod and skip chests in the front and then go to the back. So that if there's swords there, I can do YBAs to refill chests to get those swords again. Once you've opened the chest, then you have to like refill more chests to do that, making it a lot harder to do.
I see. So, forgot what Doomtap's trying to do here, but...
Oh, he's doing Argus. This is Death Hole.
Okay.
Okay, he's gonna have a similar Argus to Chex, except his phase 1 to his phase 1 skip is going to be harder. Because he has a hook shot and actually just can't, like, use it, because...
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have a weapon. He can hook the puffs, but he can't do anything with them.
This is true.
This is pretty difficult. If he can get Argus to phase without puffs, he can shoot arrows upward, I think, and be okay.
Okay, does that...
Oh, he has the ice rod. It's a little better.
Is that enough to get... It was. Okay.
Getting the ice rod to actually hit Argus is really difficult.
It seems... It's always it's always more difficult to use, it seems, than the fire rod.
Yeah, it has a weird like acceleration curve. Now he has to use arrows.
And he's given up. Switched to arrows.
I think I would like dash turn to face up and then fire upward. Okay, he did that.
All right, now it's just dangerous because he's got one heart.
He's gonna read a trinket potion.
I was gonna go ahead and
do this later.
Using the potion for the intended purpose.
He doesn't even know that this is a crystal. Did I just see an arrow go through him but also damage him?
You might have.
Alright, he gets it. I can't believe both of them did this Argus fight. It's so terrible. Just wait for a sword. You know Swamp's gonna be a pendant now.
Mm-hmm. But he did it. Good work.
He did it, yeah.
Yeah, so... you can probably explain it better than I can. Why does... Because someone had asked. I mean, I think...
Why do we have 25 keys? Okay, we actually had 255 keys just walking in here, because that's what you have in caves. And then, I said this wrong on the Brazilian restream, because I don't speak Portuguese. And actually, that's not my excuse. I just was wrong. You start with 255 and you overflow to 254. You don't overflow to 255. You already have 255, which displays as nothing on your screen. But once you have less than that, which is 254 in this case, it starts displaying nonsensical graphics. It's different in vanilla, actually, what is displayed than in Rando. They made some changes to the HUD that make the arrow, like the key count, look different. I don't know if it's saying 25 because it's the first 2 digits of 255 or if it's just a coincidence. But somebody in that chat pointed that out and I hadn't realized that until now. It might actually be what's happening.
Okay. I didn't know it was that there's a modified HUD for this.
Yeah, it's in the vanilla game. You can try in the practice hack. You get this like arrow graphic. You don't even get real numbers.
Okay.
So it's actually weird that we have real numbers, and let alone 25, which might be 255.
Right.
But it might also just be the tiles that are pulled from the memory that is being attempted. Like, I don't actually know what's going on, especially with the rando changes.
Fair enough. Doomtap trying to... So he doesn't... Of course, you can use the ball and place yourself perfectly to get through that railing, so you don't have to worry about the water.
Oh yeah, I guess another reason that it's weird that Doomtap did Argus that way is that he does have the hook shot and could just do Swamp normally at any time he wants. He has the Swamp Small Key and the Mirror and the Moon Pearl and the Flippers. And the hook shot. The only thing is missing that the game expects you to have is like the hammer, which is trivial to skip in any mode now.
Big key to pod. Oh, look, it's so now, or look, it's. So slowly getting rid of the text. Okay, not checking the left side.
Oh look, it's the back of Swamp that we've already been to on Chex's side, but not on Doom's because Doom can use Death Hole to get here. Just a lot of retracing of steps.
Yeah, it's like one runner's done it, now the other runner is doing it, kind of thing.
I think what's happening here is the seed has given them so much to do that there's just a lot of low-hanging fruit that it would be insane not to do Eastern right now, right? Like, you have everything you need for it. It's one of the few dungeons that doesn't benefit from having a sword as much as the other ones do, and it has some chests that you can refill if you need to.
Yeah, and I mean, it's Eastern too, so it's a rather easy dungeon to run through.
You say that, except that like they decided to also do Argus. It's like one of the worst fights in the game.
Right.
The swordless, hammerless Argus on like 5 hearts green mail.
Nice swimming animation there from Doomtap. And then there you go. Gets crystal.
Okay, that's true. I guess you could go mode the dungeon and save a lot of time, but I think that's very optimistic when you're missing all your swords and the fire rod.
Right.
I don't know how the timing compares doing the hook push to Armos from the lobby if you had like the Master Sword and also full clearing the dungeon versus just full clearing the dungeon and then doing Argus or Armos on the way.
Yeah.
Like, if you're at the big chest and that's the last item, do you mirror out and hook push, or do you just keep going?
Doomtap with the first hype cave check. Arrows. Palm. 300. Bomb. 1 out of 10.
Here's some HUD items. Go hook push somewhere else.
So now, I think back of escape. Back of escape for checks. Doomtap is going to get some information. Red crystals are Eastern and Hera.
He would have easy access to those crystals if he actually had a weapon for Moldor. It's the only thing stopping him from doing Hera right now.
Yeah, needs a sword or a hammer.
He's doing the speedrun river fought clip. This is what you do in like the major glitch categories where you go to Eastern first. Because you don't have the boots yet. It doesn't surprise me that that's what he's familiar with. He probably doesn't even know the setup with boots.
Oh. Probably not. A little bit of trouble here. Oh. Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It was going for him.
This screen is so bad when you don't have a sword.
Let's see, where's... Doomtap is...
He's swimming to the pyramid.
Yep. There's a map. But I think, more importantly, I think he's lined up, though, to go inside.
You know, I totally slept on this, but Doomtap did get the Argus crystal. He walked to that room and got a crystal. Cool. So at least their efforts were not in vain. Wow, rare apples. How can you see
apple
that?
drop. Compass the TR is going to get himself free potion, red potion, and 300 rupees.
That's a good freebie. You want to fill up all your bottles here. You probably won't be coming back though because it's slow, but
yeah,
at least while you're here, you should do it.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Apparently that thing had apples.
Maybe mirror and do the escape, perhaps. I like how he checks it again because he probably didn't actually like pay attention to what was on the ledge, and he was.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't.
Or he knows and he just muscle memory to checking the item, which I've definitely done.
Oh yeah, Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, there's definitely, especially. I know. Oh, there's your hammer. Yeah, Doomtap, I know, can be a creature of habit and will just do things just because it's just, muscle memory intends.
Yeah, don't fix what ain't broke, right? If you can citrus as fast as he can, like, just do that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
The hammer is pretty huge. You know what that is, and what he's thinking now is that he can actually kill blind. That's where he's going. This is a setup called Time Bomb, which is a timing method to get into the door without a sword. So you can't see your sprite in that door, so you can't tell if you're on the last pixel. Normally we hold our sword out to the side and use that, but he's using some normalized movement. Stopping on the frame, the bomb explodes. If you've ever mulled on balance, it's very similar. You're waiting for the same explosion frame.
Ah, and lo and behold, there he is.
The colors change every frame. I can tell you all about bomb frames if you want. It's 2 frames. It's 2 frames for most, and then there's like one where it's 1 frame.
And because he's got hammer, we'll do a big chest check. Fire shield. Alright, there we go. As now Chex has also acquired all of his stuff. He's got a blue... I think I saw a blue and a red potion.
He's getting... just showing off all the apples now. This is the orchard tour of Hyrule.
There's an unwritten rule, apparently, between the two. Or at least for Chex, that he's going to go ahead and grab all the apples. Oh, baby. So, of course, we get the LSD blind.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Samaria as a blind weapon. Just probably safer than the cane.
Yeah.
Especially if you've done this. Usually I'll do like the opener with hammer, but I think having the LSD square makes it a little dangerous.
That's true.
You have to avoid picking up the
Oh, he missed it.
You can get like a false prize in this room. It's a rando bug, and we banned collecting it, so he'll collect this. If the compass falls from the sky, he won't collect it. Okay, he's good.
Okay. So yeah, so currently he has to double back, and he has to leave and re-enter, I believe, to actually get the prize.
Yeah, he's not actually in Thieves Town. He's still in the Uncle Cave.
Yeah, that's right. So
it's harder to remember you're in Cave State here because it doesn't look like a cave.
Right, and also it's not like Pod Cave State where everything's gone. So clearly,
which has nothing to do with being a cave. That's just because you wrapped the underworld map.
Right. The only thing I guess the only way you can tell is the fact that it looks like he has 24 keys.
That's true. He's got the weird key head, and I guess that 255 is the first 2 digits thing. It doesn't hold up because when you spend one, it actually does go to 24. So it is like a real number it's showing, but it still is in the game. As far as the game's concerned, you do have. It's actually probably the first number being cut off and not the second. Or something. No, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know what's going on. It's the rando code. It's spaghetti.
So we're blaming Rando for all of this.
Blaming Rando. We know Rando's at fault for that because it's different in vanilla. And it also used to be different in older versions of Rando.
True. And so meanwhile, Chex doing the front of escape. And I don't remember him picking up anything of any value. He picked up a red boom at some point.
The red boom was in the Waterfall Fairy. That was a while ago.
Okay.
That is of value, though. Boomerang is actually a really good hook pushing item. That lets you set very far north distances. So if you want to go across like the Trinex gap, that's the perfect way to do it.
Oh, okay.
It's not his only way to set large north distances. It is with his current item set, but once he has like the Master Sword, it won't be.
Check and see if those commands work. So, okay. And it looks like I think Check's gonna do the same thing that Doomtap did earlier. Doomtap mirroring so he can be in Dark World. Alright, so Pendant TR and Crystal Skull Woods. So because that TR is a pendant, does that mean are they even going to bother trying to like do laser bridge or anything like that, or is it just not bother
Laser
unless
bridge is
absolutely necessary?
Laser bridge is a really good place to find swords. It's
Yeah,
very easy to
I've
refill
noticed
laser
that.
bridge. It's very easy to refill laser bridge. So if you find a sword there, you can just do a south YBA in the room above, and then pick up the chest again. And because it's 4 items, you can potentially dupe like 2 things at a time. So you could find like 2 swords, and then turn it into 4 swords with a single glitch.
Oh, I see.
There are other places in TR that are also really good for getting multiple swords.
Blue Cane and Sea House.
That does mean though that they need they don't need the fire out anymore. They only need the swords.
Okay.
I'm looking at their item set and seeing a solution to every dungeon. If they have the swords.
Right. But of course, they don't have swords. So Chex will also do Samaria.
Alright, we're about to see Meyer. What is it? It's Quake. Rip Lumberjack. Lumberjack is trash. Lumberjack is a scam. Stop checking it.
Malmo giving her manifesto about Lumberjack. Blue Boom and Heart Piece.
Blue Boom is just as good as the Red Boom for hook pushing. Maybe slightly less good because they don't have swords. That Red Boom does kind of replace the sword in the hook pushing kit. But it's temporary. We always need the swords for Ganon, so I don't usually care about like sword replacements unless I'm super bottlenecked.
I mean, good for you, Fox. Good on you. Okay, so... yeah, so I think now Doomtap's gonna head upstairs. Trying to, anyway. Oh, there it is.
So who do you think is going to find the first sword?
I think it'll be Doomtap.
Question number 2 is:
Good
will
job,
that first sword?
Good job forgetting it's a big key. There's no big key there, boss. You forgot to have it.
Will that first sword be duplicated? I'm not going to say dupable because someone's going to be like, "Oh, you could do 3 YBAs and it's Samaria and dupe it," but I think
I don't know. I don't know what things can be duped, so I can't. Nice chest turn. I have no idea.
Well, the easiest way to find out is to watch them get it and see if they dupe it.
Very well. Hammer strats from Old Orm, because it's just like having a tempered sword, and that's it.
And by the way, this would be Chex's opportunity to get the silvers. So if he was going to get silvers now, would be the time. If he doesn't get them now, he probably won't get them at all, unless he just finds the other bow.
Oh, okay. So... where was the hammer? I already forgot. Oh, his uncle. Okay. I'm glad someone's watching. Nice moonwalking the hammer pegs.
Nice dashing into the bush. You found a lot of methods to get to hammer pegs from here, but that technique was discovered only a little over a year ago by someone who doesn't even play No Logic. Someone who is pretty new to the scene and just like kind of found it, and it was super nice, and now we all do it.
Yeah, it's always nice whenever people who are not, who are brand new runners will find stuff like that.
I mean, he wasn't like brand new, but he also isn't like a frequent No Logic player or a frequent glitch player.
Newish then.
Yeah, not even a frequent Link to the Past player.
Nice nice fake powder for Chex. Check out the bat. And yep.
Bombs.
Show me potato salad. Ooh, the small key to Hera. There we go.
Right, and that means Chex has that too. But small key to Hera is usually used for unlocking swamp, but we have the small key to swamp, so it doesn't matter. It can be done. I mean, what are you gonna do? Hera basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're in Sword Go mode and you're doing Hera basement, what has happened?
It's true. And Ether. Oh yeah, I already said that earlier. So Doomtap now? I think he's gonna rap.
Yeah, it's the Skullwoods.
Okay.
He can't actually do like he can't do it with the fire rod, but if he can figure out hook pushing with his items, which I think he can, but it would be easier if he had the red boomerang, but it's possible. He could get to Mothula.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know. I feel like he does know how to do that. I just don't know if he's practiced it recently.
Well, he's just set his index with this lamp. Like spamming lamp 3 times, that was him saying I'm about to hook push.
Okay. I like how he did the statue, then remembering he had red cane.
I like how you always lose your mind when you try to do that room from the side. It's actually impossible to do that
powder.
normally.
Yeah. And I think potentially too, I think some of his NMG might have been leaking out a little bit.
And the fact that he was setting his index there also means that I think his mind was just on other things, like how am I solving this hook pushing problem?
Yeah, I find that since there are, like you're saying, there seems to be several solutions on how several solutions on how to do certain things or how to do a lot of things that I think you're trying to do like 8 things at once. And then sometimes your strats get mixed up. So now Chex actually got the crystal for thieves.
No, Doomtap is doing a nice
big key to desert. Okay.
It's convenient. He's going to be... Oh, I thought he was going to do something else. He's actually routing it in the wrong way to do this, but he could have done some smarty glitches to do goal differently, but because he did it back to front, it ended up not working out that way. I'm not really sure why he fell in the pit if he wasn't doing that, though, because I guess it kind of routes that he can walk out of this
third big key.
Instead. Yeah, wow, this is... It's not what he needs, but it's...
That'd be the 4th big key. I mean, it's just interesting to see.
Yeah, it's just a lot of them.
Okay, and bomb jump. Yep.
Did he just, like, walk to the pixel for that bomb jump?
Correct.
Okay, this is the hook push. I'm very curious to see what his solution is.
Right,
I think it has to involve Ice Rod.
So, alright. Let's start with some arrows.
Okay.
3 arrows.
So 2 arrows, Ice Rod, bomb. Spam hook shot.
Hook.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you could just... Oh, I did know that. I just never think of doing it from that direction.
Bomb. Lamp. Hook.
There we go.
And in the back.
Perfect.
There you go. Meanwhile, Chex doing dig game.
A lot of digs.
A lot of digs.
I've heard a lot of talk about skipping dig game. He almost
nice
gets
ice rod.
And it's the ice rod. Oh, get baited. It's so hard to like see an ice rod and not pick it up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's unfortunate that like the ice rod can't turn into anything else.
I almost think he would have been justified to leave that behind, even if he didn't have one, because TR's a pendant.
That's true too, because yeah, it's
like what are you gonna kill Trinex in the seed, really?
Yeah, ice rod really is the only unitasker in this game. Whereas like the fire rod has a ton more uses.
That said, we just saw Doomtap hook push with the ice rod, and he would not have been able to hook push without it with his kit. So actually, not a unitasker, no logic. Believe it or not.
That's true. That's true. You have to forgive me. I'm very.
Oh, he's doing this. Oh, Doom. He's gonna do the hook push again.
He's out of his mind.
So this is in some all bosses type speedruns as well. Yep. I think it's fine that he fell in the pit.
Okay.
But his Mothula might be a little bit scary. I don't know if it's unsafe for him to do this, because it is for some people, but he has oh my god, the mummies. Oh, he just died.
Well, he's
That's
dead.
Not good. He could have done a Samaria corruption in the first room of the back of Skull and gone straight to Moth. And I think that bypasses the sword requirement. I think it puts you in the room above it. Because that's what he's doing, right? He's skipping the sword.
Right.
But yikes, that's the tough Skull Woods. I think you just do that later. I think he maybe have already got the chest, so he already established that the sword isn't there, unless it's literally on Moth.
Okay, so he flew it back to the same spot.
Yeah, that's you might be spooked by the fact that another runner hard locked on that glitch for unknown reasons, which is always spooky. We don't know why. Usually that glitch is safe if you have the right hardware. And if you're on emulator, it should never have problems.
Yeah. Okay. So Doomtap heading to the back of desert. While Chex is gonna go ahead and do Hammer Moldorm. 3 hits to win. There you go. And so, do we know if this is a pendant or not?
Oh, that's a good question. It's 3 dungeons, right? And one of them is a pendant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we know Desert's a crystal because we saw it. He actually has the crystal. It's
right.
on Argus.
You're right.
Both of them have it. Funny enough, this is one of the few dungeons you can mirror out of the boss room, so you might do that if he has other business here.
Ooh, Spike Cave play. Haven't seen that in a minute.
That's I saw Catfish today, which is also weird. Weird to see in Note. This is why I say Moon Pearl is actually spicy in Note Logic, because it makes you do things like Catfish and Spike Cave that you never see otherwise.
Nice 2 cycle by Doomtap.
Wow. What the heck?
Okay.
This is your NMG runner. He has the ice rod too. He's just like, no, I'll just 2 cycle with only the bow.
Okay.
Not even the sword. I guess you don't usually get 2 cycles with using sword. If you're using sword, it's probably not going that well for you. But
no, it was just that's very NMG of him.
And he did it. Yeah, I don't know.
And he didn't pick up. He picked up the prize, but he didn't grab.
There's no prize.
Oh, there is no prize.
He already has it.
Right.
It was on Argus.
That's right. I'm losing my mind here. Chexhuman GT.
Oh yeah, GT. Also a good place to find swords.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Doomtap also going to a place that's good to find swords. So who's going to be the first? Chex's dungeon has more chests in it. Doomtap's has some really good upfront density. That sword, Chex found the first sword. It is dupable. Let's see if he does it.
All right.
The dupe does involve going all the way to Ice Armos though, which is kind of slow. I expect him to do like open chests on the way because it'll just be faster to find a sword on the way.
Okay.
Than to like get this sword 3 times.
Okay, so he'll just NMG-ish the rest of this.
This is a very easy dupe though.
Okay.
It's just the time. It's just a time commitment.
Laser bridge.
All right.
So there's laser bridge play.
Like if Doomtap finds in here and has the red potion, like that is a faster dupe than what Chex has available. Like that's kind of why I say like it's slightly better density for Doom for this room specifically. But Chex has better chances of actually finding one.
Arrows, and finally... Titan's Mitt.
Okay, it's faster to get to Ice Palace now, and faster to get to Mire.
Doomtap just acquired a fire rod.
What's he doing? Is he gonna kill Trinex? Does he know? He must know, right?
I mean, that's what.
Yeah,
unless he doesn't know what the P means.
Yeah, no, he has the map. He's got the P. Yeah, he's got the P. All right.
I mean, can you?
Chex is skipping random room. He's just gonna dupe the sword.
Okay.
That's wow.
So now Doomtap is now. Okay. So he went outside.
Oh, you know what? That Bombos, that was Chex's go mode.
Oh, really?
He didn't have a solution for Cold Stare.
Oh, okay.
But Cold Stare is also maybe pendant. So it's like, it's a 50-50. We don't know if we actually need to do it or not.
Oh, gotcha.
That's probably why
That's the sword.
Okay. Wait, why are we fighting Armos?
Force of habit?
I guess. Because you could just Samaria to refill the sword and the torch and then get tempered. Maybe he's hoping that Quake shows up? That's the only other... I think that's the only other thing that would even help him now. Like, I guess a fire rod would be nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see some duping.
Let's
Funny
see.
enough, as that glitch that he's going to use to... He's not duping it. I'm so mad.
Oh,
Chex. Come on, it's free.
okay.
It's super free. It was faster to dupe that sword.
You've been calling for dupes that have not occurred.
That was so dupe. It's faster for him to dupe that sword than it was for him to like kill ice armors.
As now Doomtap is now going into Ice Palace. All right, he has left Ice Palace.
He's realized, oh, I actually can't kill Cold Stare. Maybe no, he can.
He just wants.
Why does he need bombs? He has plenty.
He wants to get the upgrades. Maybe just to have full bombs.
Maybe, yeah. Trying to think of what he would use them for in this dungeon, unless he was really low.
He might. I mean, just to be safe.
Oh, this is like a bumper ledge DMD. This is so fancy, Chex. What are you doing? This is what you do in like some of the speedruns. I think 100% RMG does this.
I believe so. I don't know. I'm not 100% familiar with the RMG routes outside of the beginning parts. So
3 is plenty. He's not even doing IPBJ. I wonder if we'll see a YBA when he doesn't need to and also can't because he doesn't have a sword.
well, he's gonna at least get the penguin check, which is a small key to pod. As now Chex has finally made his way into up. So play Samaria. Oh, he's gonna do. We're gonna do some hook pushing.
Much easier with a sword.
Mm-hmm. And yep, and lo and behold.
I was a little worried that that detonation would hit the beetle before he could get his hook out, but it was fine.
Third bottle for Doomtap.
Bottles are cool, but he probably won't even use it. Really not what he needs.
So bombos the room, sure.
Yeah, it just makes this so much better.
Okay, so now we get to see kind of what Doomtap was trying to do earlier. Oh no, he's just gonna go ahead and light everything.
Yes, Doomtap could have done this, and then he would have reached the next room and been stuck because he didn't have a sword
Right.
to slash the curtains.
Oh, that's right, because that's why he was trying to do the that hook push. 'Cause now Chex can just go ahead and do that.
But the Samaria corruption also gets you in this room, so that if you weren't scared of getting a crash or whatever, a hard lock, then it was faster to do it that way. But then you still have to fight. You have to fight this boss in like some form of VRAM corruption too, which is not trivial.
Oh yeah, no, it's not pleasant.
So it's gonna be kind of hard for Doomtap to find a sword now that we know where 2 of them are. If he doesn't beeline to GT, and it's also going to be hard for him to catch up to Chex. He is ahead by killing Lamolas. And he has the Fire Rod and is going to be ahead by Ice Palace if it's a crystal. And or if Chex also does it.
Right, because we still currently do not know what Ice Palace is.
Misery Mire is definitely going to be like the last thing they do because it's hard to get the crystal of Mire. It's not something they can check easily. And it's a huge time commitment if it ends up being a pendant. But you just do this instead, and then it's... You may have gotten the pendant of ice, but at least you've got some checks on the way, and it was easier.
Doomtap opting for just Fire Rod spam, which is probably a smart play there. Oh!
Oh, the map of this dungeon!
And unfortunately...
Oh, that's actually
gamble.
fine. Okay, that's fine. Because you find that you're like, okay, at least my opponent didn't just find the map of ice, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the only way, of course, that Chex would know, you would have to literally go through and beat Cold Stare.
Or he'd have to find the map of Mire. He doesn't even know that Swamp is a pendant yet. Or a crystal. So I guess he's doing that now to get some information. To figure out what he actually needs to do. So this means that Doomtap does need to do some somewhat difficult... It's not difficult, it's just like time-consuming crystal manipulation to get to the Mire crystal without actually having the medallion for it.
Doomtap loaded up, I think, on 3 reds. As Chex now Getting himself ready.
Chex almost flooded. Yeah, that's true.
There he goes.
Yeah, Chex has a really easy path to the crystal.
Yep, got it.
Doomtap would actually need to kill Mothula first before having access to this. Also, he needs to have sword beams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, technically you can do it with Fire Rod, but it's super cursed. It's done in like a swordless speedrun, and that's it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, also he has it already. He walked to Argus's room to get it.
So now, let's see here.
This is Meyer. He's actually just killing Viddy, so he knows. Obviously, he knows his info now. He could do Skull now, but that's just something he'll do when he feels like it. This is something he knows he has to do, and this is the YBA that takes you to the Cane of Samaria room in Meyer. It's a very fast way to get to Vitreous if you have the Desert Big Key. Okay. Even if you don't, he has the hook pushing. You could get past that.
And so yeah, now Doomtap is in Desert Mire. You can tell with the fancy tiles.
It's like Mire, but drier.
See what you did there. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, no spooky here. Gotta go through and do it the old-fashioned way.
He could have spookied if he wanted to. He had to set it up though. Probably not worth it.
Oh, it's gonna get a fairy.
Yeah, right. This is not a good Viddy fight. It's just hammer green mail.
No, he picked up blue mail.
Okay, he has blue mail. Yeah. Chex, I guess didn't get the Desert Palace big key. I forgot what that was. I want to say Skull, because Skull had like 4 big keys in it. It was probably there.
I think so.
Chex just go moded it.
Oh, here we go. The old bomb and arrow combination here. Why
are we not murder bombing Doom? I guess it's not trivial without a sword. Oh, it's kind of probably hard to murder bomb with the ice rod. You're probably gonna miss slot the bomb in the wrong slot. Oh, nice! Lucky. Wow, the lightning.
You got lucky with that. Nice dodge.
Yeah, total skill.
Mm-hmm. Gonna arrow the rest of these. It looks like. Oh, he just ate. He ate all of those.
Yeah, as the revenge.
Okay. I'm assuming only a couple more arrows here.
So yeah, I guess with ice being the pendant, like actually Bombo's not required either.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them could have skipped their fire item.
And there we go.
Doomtap's doing a really good job making progress. He's just dodging swords, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And Chex is, he's giving time back to Doom by doing the wrong dungeon, but we knew he would do this. I think even Doom knows that he would probably do this, because it's very hard to know that this is a crystal, isn't a crystal.
Right.
So now he's back to the choice of either I try to hook push Skull again, or I go somewhere else. He could go for the Mire Crystal, but that's a low value play. It's like he's unlikely to find the sword on the way there, and also he might just find Quake on the way to the sword, so it's probably not worth it. I actually don't know where he's going. I don't think he knows where he's going either.
No. He had
Hammer
to change
in
a heart.
Tree. Maybe he's gonna tree work. No, he's going to GT. I hope this is GT. Please be GT. I want to see the dupe. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but I want to see it. Yeah, this looks like GT. Okay.
Yeah. I will say though, if he does manage to find the Master Sword before any of the duping can commence, he will not dupe because he's fine with Master Sword Ganon.
He is fine, but the place where the Master Sword is right next to where you do the dupe, and it literally takes like 10 seconds to do the dupe and get the sword. Like it's actually insane that Chex dropped down to Armos. Maybe he just wasn't thinking about duping. It just wasn't on his mind. This is a little bit hairy for Chex.
Yeah, bit of a squirrely fight. Squirrely fight because he's now running out of half magic, and still has a couple slashes left for each of the cold stairs.
He can get hit by the icicle, but not by the puff. Okay, once it's down to 1, it's fine.
Yeah, now he'll be alright. Yep,
he was going the wrong way. Where are you going? I guess he could get the... he could get the sword that's on Bob's chest, which is pretty funny because he might even think that's dupable, and then on the way to duping it, he'll like find the other sword. Because it's actually the same glitch that dupes the first one will also refill that chest. They're in the same super tile. Did you know that?
I did not.
Hope Room and Torch and Bob's chest and Big Chest are all one super tile.
Oh, okay. So we got Key.
Oh, Quake is here.
There's Quake.
And
the other Fire Rod.
Yep.
And a heart.
Ooh, he almost lost that.
And almost got warped out.
He almost got warped out. That Quake is huge, though. It's actually a huge time save for him.
All right.
Is it enough? Chex is already... Well, he's doing Vitreous through Castle Tower. Okay. I find this really obnoxious to do.
Okay, so sword has been acquired for Doomtap. And I think now he's gonna probably do a similar path that Chex did earlier. Alright, so now...
Oh yeah, Chex has this method, which is it's like 2 Samarias, and then 2 more, I think. Let's see. It's 3 Samarias, and then another one. 4 Samarias, and then fall in the pit. And then I think what that lets you do is it lets you do a normal YBA instead of a spin YBA. So that you can have stable graphics.
Oh, I see.
I'm not sure if it gives you the bad tile set issue. It probably does.
So we got massive screen scrolling right now on Chex, whereas Doomtap just picked up his Titan's Mitt. Okay, so went through all of that.
Now he has to YBA north.
Okay.
Maybe not even faster. Yeah, but the VRAM fight is so
here we
bad.
are.
Let's see, does he have solid slime? Oh, I think he does, because if he didn't, yeah, he has solid slime. This is the part that I hate the most, is that getting the big eye out of the slime is the hardest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, right.
Who's gonna show us Random Room, by the way?
Yep, Doomtap will check out Random Room.
Chex doesn't have Desert Big. He has hook pushing. He's fine. He doesn't need Desert Big. He has the Eastern Big, if he cared. But
20 arrows, compass, and bombs. So
okay, we're murder bombing at least, which is cool. I like seeing that.
It's true. We are getting some murder bombing happening. Wow.
Where are you going, Doom? You still need another sword. You're gonna keep going.
Oh, what are you doing? He's thinking. Does he want to go up top? Or not up top, but go to Ice Armos?
Okay. I mean...
Looks like it.
His path to the sword is this way. You go here and you do a North Samaria in the door before Bob, and it's just refills the chest for free. It's easy.
You just want to see a dupe, though. I
just want to see a dupe. This is a dupe seed. Okay, what is Chex doing? He's like kind of strafing a little.
Okay, Doomtap not going because he does have the big key.
Oh, okay, I think once you get Viddy down there, it's usually doable.
Okay, so now Viddy, because it's solid slime, bit of a problem.
Oh, it's going up. That's not good.
Oh. Now, is this all RNG, or can you... Oh.
Mr. Byre is like the only person in the world that actually knows how to do this fight.
Oh, okay.
He's saying move away from him.
And that's what Chex did. Doomtap acquired the Master Sword and
I wanted that to be...
Ice Armos, so...
Oh, yeah,
So everyone loses.
Oh, come on.
I told you.
At least he didn't do Ice Armos, right?
Like I said, once he has Master Sword, he doesn't need it, so he's very confident in his Master Sword Ganon fight, and rightfully so.
It's close, but I think I really wanted to see it closer by Doom having another sword. But he is going to mire differently than Chex is. But Doom also has to do Skull. I still think Chex has the advantage in this race. That said, when they do get to Ganon, if they are on the same equipment they're on now, then there might be a execution difference between Doom and Chex, because Doom is one of the best people at the Ganon fight, especially on this equipment.
And as you had mentioned earlier, Doomtap did take damage from the Murderdactyl while in animation.
I wasn't going to mention it.
Oh, no. We had to point it out. Okay. Guess Doomtap trying to save instead of trying to do the instead of doing the fire rod strat, just went ahead and did it without it.
I should probably explain what Chex is actually doing here while Doomtap does Mire. So
Yeah.
Chex is getting the Mire crystal from Pod. And the way you do that is you have to go through the door that connects the Hyrule Castle to the sewers, which changes your dungeon ID between 2 dungeons. I don't know what this means, but everyone says it. It does an XOR operation. So if you know what that means,
What'd you just
maybe
say?
that'll be helpful. I don't know.
What
It toggles the dungeon ID between 2 IDs. And the important thing is that the Chex, sorry, the ID that corresponds to Mire is Pod. So you have to start in Pod and then go through that door, and it puts you in Mire.
Ah,
Yeah, it flips a bit. Okay,
Got
I
it.
understand what that means.
okay. So now Doomtap is now in Hera.
Wait, what is Duke doing? Does he not know if Skull is a crystal or a pendant? Oh, because Doom just already did Vidi.
Yeah, he did the Vidi fight earlier.
Yeah. Chex is actually like not that far from getting this crystal either. So now the difference is Doom has to kill Moth and Chex has to complete the sequence. Both of them have to go to Agatu, probably through Turtle Rock. That's very easy. Then they have to do the Aga fight, which normally I wouldn't like think of as like a difference, but you know, we do have a 123 runner in this race, so it could be a difference. And then we have a Ganon with a 123 runner, so you know, Doomtap is not doomed. He is actually still in it.
And then Chex is. Well, I know he's in the
Yeah.
backside of Escape. But I don't.
Okay, sorry. I kind of didn't talk about how he does the swap.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of hokiness is happening right now.
He had to hook push to get past the throne door because you can't normally backtrack in here. And then he walks through the throne door, which does the magic, and now he has to hook push back to Hera.
Oh, okay.
Hera is where the boss room is that he needs to get the crystal from.
Okay, so now he went from Escape to Hera. And now he should be good to go.
Man, this is cool. Like, if Doomtap had actually, like, succeeded at killing Mothula the first time, I think Doom would be a little bit ahead. Nice work, Tile. But it's definitely looking in Chex's favor. Chex is also closer to the Agatu boss fight than Doom is, like, physically closer. Because he comes out of here with that crystal and just walks over to TR and does it.
Of course, now Doomtap, you know, since he now has a sword, very low percent run here, very easy. And so yeah, as you're saying now, Chex is going to be probably on his way to TR.
I still think that if Doom had the the Tempered Sword, he could have caught up in Ganon. Which is why I'm sad about it.
And there we go. Well, you can feel free to give out to both of them.
I will do it. I will do it against them in the race. How about that?
Nice fairy.
What would be the difference if Chex got tempered? Well, Chex would just be like way ahead, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I'm assuming Chex getting tempered also means he didn't do Ice Armos because he really didn't need to.
Yeah, it's true too. He did Ice Armos.
That's a big difference.
So now here we are at Agatu.
This Rainbow Link on his sprite is not flattering at all.
No, not with the one that he has. It's just red and purple. What happens if you have the Rainbow Link sprite and a good 3-cycle? The rainbow.
Try it. I don't know, actually.
Sometimes you have the rainbow sprite, and then you come in here like, does he just look normal?
I think he just looks worse.
Ah.
But I don't remember how. Oh,
worse
okay.
or amazing?
I don't know. I think just worse.
Okay.
I think it like flattens the colors.
Oh, okay. So now...
Yeah, they're Agatu behind.
Yeah.
This is Chex's game to lose if he succeeds.
Yeah, really, at this point, it's really just going to be... It's going to be a death, or if he misses a couple of cycles, or if he falls in the hole.
I think he has to fail the fight.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. He has to die pretty much in order for Doomtap to have a chance.
Doomtap doesn't have a chance to like find a sword anymore, right? Like that's the end of like bailouts. So
Yeah,
he
no
just has
sword. So now this is it.
Now that said, it's not like impossible that Chex fails. It's not like I doubt his ability as a runner. Like he is on green mail and has, he can get hit once by a Ganon hug. He can get hit twice by bats.
Yeah.
But more likely that he can also miss Torch Glitch. He can fall from spinning,
Oh yeah, there's plenty
visuals.
of things can go wrong because you have to spin Ganon on Master Sword about 500 times. Nice force cycle there for Doomtap.
Doomtap is also saving some. I think it's actually like a couple seconds on the cutscene by scrolling off screen there.
So now Chex made it to final phase.
I don't want to doubt Chex here. I think he will succeed.
I say final phase, but I always count this as like the final phase where you have to deal with all the spins, but the third phase.
There's no more spins, right? We're done with those.
Yeah, it's just now, once he does this, just has to hit Torch Glitch. The arrows are in TR. And it's just going to spam it. There you go. 24 spins to win. I think he already got one, so... So yeah, which is highly unlikely, but if he accidentally touches Ganon, this is kind of his race to win at this point.
Yeah. He can touch Ganon once.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because
he just can't fall. He just can't fall in the pit.
He can't fall. Yeah, okay. I miscounted his hearts.
Yeah, it's 9. It's the magic number.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely.
Doomtap touched Ganon. I mean, I didn't mention this, but Doomtap can also fail. Like, it's not out of the question.
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, we may be praising that he is the better Master Sword Ganon fight, but I mean, accidents can still happen, nerves can still kick in, all that stuff can happen.
Also, both of them are in Ganon and maybe seeing the race room with nobody finished yet, so like that's also a nerve factor.
Yeah, I know Doomtap normally. Oh, got the blue Ganon, so that didn't count.
You got the Torch Glitch.
Okay, so now it's just it's.
Chex is going steady. I mean, he's.
If Chex falls, that's really going to be it. But otherwise,
I think if Chex doesn't fall, that's it for Doom. It's pretty.
So this is actually fairly close, and it's just like what you were saying too. If one of them took the time, or really, I guess for Doomtap's sake, if he took the time to get the tempered, this might be a little bit closer.
I think Doom could have caught up with tempered, but maybe Doom.
Now, unless Chex falls, as I always say.
He's fine.
And that's it.
Right.
For the time of 1:17:18, Chex has won the race here as Doomtap finishing up.
Doomtap is also just putting on expectedly incredible display of Master Sword Silverless Ganon. It's nailing every triple.
And Spleeby, while that's true, Chex could have made a left. He could have just fallen down the hole.
If you make a left and you're like in the bridge, actually, I think you don't fall. I think there's like a.
No, I mean he just literally could have just went left.
Oh, you mean like all the way left?
I mean literally fallen down the hole. No, I'm fully aware that.
Turn your controller 90 degrees. Oops, I was hovering.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. So shut up, Spleeby. But yeah, that's by the time of 1:18:01. I don't know what the official. I'm not in the race room, but Doomtap is finished. Speaking of people, Chexhuman, the winner, the victor here, reigning and defending. Congratulations.
Thank you, Buddha. GG's.
GG's. Why didn't you dupe the sword?
I panicked and mirrored out of.
Okay. Doom also didn't dupe it. That's why I'm mad, because Doom possibly could have actually beat you in this race if he had gotten the tempered there. Because he did the same thing as you. He just did it later. He also found Quake in GT because he went right first, and that's where it was. Gave him a little bit of an edge, but not quite enough.
Right side?
Right side, yeah, Quake.
Okay. Yeah, you saw I skipped Rando Room, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because that's meant to be a North Samaria from the meetup room into Rando Room, and then that would have duped the sword.
Oh, I didn't think about that being part of the dupe. Like of course that dupe puts you in random room. But you
Yeah.
panicked and fell down the hole because you were probably in muscle memory at that point, right? You found the sword and you're like, oh, I'm in go mode.
I don't even know how to get out of the hole. I don't think.
Oh.
Maybe I could have bonked back. But basically, I took care of ice armors and then meant to go back, but I panicked.
And now, all's well, as Malmo can now yell at someone else. Doomtap is here. Doomtap, GG's.
GG's.
GG Doomtap.
He refuses to speak because his mic is probably not in the right. Nope, he muted himself. All right, well. Oh, Doomtap's got to fix everything. So while we get Doomtap here, so Malmo can. You probably should. Yeah,
Hello.
that's a good idea.
Hello.
Hey, there's Peter.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Chex. Why didn't you dupe the sword in GT?
I didn't know how. I was trying to look at the glitch maps while I was traversing the rest of the.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah,
You
I
at
didn't
least
know.
thought about it.
Should I have just STC'd from the meetup room?
SCC mirror just hold up puts you in random room. Chex actually like even skipped random room expecting to do that, and then like something happened, he panicked, and then didn't do it. But
yeah.
It might have been enough to have like the Master Sword Silverless Cannon was a big deal. Also, you know, you had a doable silver arrows in Kakariko, just saying. We were talking about those for a while as like a hook pushing tool because you were swordless for so long that actually the silvers would have been really good to have.
What chest was that?
It was in the back of Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a mirror and the thief is right there. Like, it's as close to the tree warp spot as you could possibly be.
I haven't really learned the tree warp. I learned it a long time ago, but my setup was terrible, and I think people have gotten a lot better at it. So that's probably something I need to look into, because it would have helped for sure on the seed.
Oh, I love Mr. Byers' thought, where you can wrong warp from that meetup room from GT to Ice Palace. I always fall in the wrong place and fall into the walls of Ice Palace, but that's a good one.
I always forget that that's actually a useful super tile and not just like a glitch jail. Because usually when you do the YBA version of the dupe, it puts you in the quadrant that is glitch jail if you fall. So you're not going to like fall into a good part of ice by accident. You have to do it on purpose.
So how did our routes compare? Because I did a lot of useless overworld and pod.
It was...
I would say that a lot of you seemed, you were a couple times you were like within a couple of screens of each other, but a lot of it was just Doomtap would go run off and do one thing, and then Chex would go and do it like a couple minutes later, and vice versa. That was a lot of that was happening.
Both of you did like the worst Argus fight imaginable too. I don't mean your execution. I just mean like why would you even go for that?
Because it's hilarious.
It was hilarious. I was giggling the whole time.
Of course you were. No, Malmo loved it.
My favorite part of Doom's Argus was when he went back to the artist room to collect the crystal from Swamp, having every NMG item except the hammer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I intended to dupe it, and then I realized that Moldorm wasn't dead, and I didn't have any weapon to kill him, so I just went to the Argus room. I don't know if that was a reasonable thing to do, but...
No, it makes sense. I totally would have just gone to Moldorm and then like stood there and be like, oh, this is awkward.
Because I had the small key. I could have just opened the door, but I don't know. That's not the worst thing I did, I don't think. I'd say the only good thing I got away with is I didn't go to pod. By the look of the trackers, there probably wasn't anything there.
So, Chex, we have a kind of a call out from one Foxlisk. Quote, I like Chex's absolute refusal to shoot an arrow downward at Argus, unquote. So,
that sounds a little bit dangerous. How can you shoot downward? You would have to get Argus directly below you, and you'd get squashed for that to happen.
It destroyed Fox.
There we go.
Get destroyed on restream.
Wow. And there it is. You
Oh,
had
that's
3
true. I
hearts.
did have a whole 3 hearts. That's true.
You also
Yeah.
could have had silver arrows, just saying.
Oh yeah.
Says the person who refuses to learn the tree warp glitch and just expects other people to do it. That's a seed
Well,
I would have been like, why did I get this seed? The one where like tree warping is free.
Well,
And I
we've got to
still
get
can't
you.
do it.
We've got to get you practicing, Malmo.
Yes.
But I do appreciate your commentary jumping in.
Thank you. 3,000 magic used. Nice even number.
Well done. I know that so checks as another thing during the race now. Malmo is officially scared because of I was so close. Sorry, looking at collection rate. She's now scared because you did the one thing that you never do. And that was you went to waterfall.
Twice in a row.
Yeah. That was a
Two
mess.
races in a row. You were actually the first one there, and I was like, oh no, I'm destroyed now.
Yeah, that was a mess, but it was fun. Pearl mirror routing.
I think the other thing that was funny was Doomtap hard resetting a cane of Samaria out of his inventory and not collecting it for another like 15 minutes.
Oh no.
Going
Okay.
like through desert, and I was like, oh, why does he not do the cane route in desert? Why is he not going to swamp? And then I see him go to Link's house and open the chest, and I'm like, oh my god.
I specifically didn't go to Ice Rod Cave, so you wouldn't make fun of me.
You're welcome. Is this how I beat Doom in the losers bracket? Is I make fun of him for the way he does Ice Rod Cave so that I can have an advantage when I do it?
Oh no, it's Malmo. You have to. I don't think you understand the influence you have on these two. You do not understand how much of an influence you have. Because you tell them, you make fun of them for something, then they won't do it.
Haikatai can only hope to rise to my level.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, I guess overall I'm pretty happy with the race. I'm happy that it was close. I actually had a chance, like if I didn't mess up so much in Skullwoods and other areas. But overall I'm pretty happy with it. That would be my summary.
Well, very good.
I didn't mess up too much. I think it was probably my best of the 3. And so to have a close race after a big win from each of us is pretty interesting. So I'm glad about that. So GG.
GG's.
No, you two had a very excellent race. And then just looking at the updated bracket in real time, because I'm staring at it now, Chex now moves on to round 3. He will be waiting for the winner of Malmo and one JD Silvergun, whereas Doomtap, now going into the losers bracket, will be taking on Sacrijuts, where the winner of that will take on the loser of said Malmo versus JD Silvergun matchup. Sacrijuts coming in hard with the please send help.
Everyone is a lot better than they were in 2022, and it's just fierce competition everywhere.
Everyone was a lot better than they were last week.
I was going to bring that up. I've been watching some of the 2022 VODs, and people are just much better than what they were. Like, just everybody's just better. The people I know, the people I don't really know, they're just all better at moving Link and doing the tricks, and it's kind of frightening.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch last time, so I have no idea. But no, everything that I've seen so far, any tricks you guys have done have pretty much mostly been clean, first or second tries, and just going where you need to go. So I mean, I'm pleased with it. But yeah, so before Doomtap continues doing low leg and Chex goes back to ADRMG, is there anything else that you two need to say?
No, I would just say thanks for the commentary and the restream. And I'm looking forward to watching it back and see how close it was.
Yeah, I think you guys will enjoy it. But and then Chex, do you have any lasting words?
No lasting words. That really sums it up. Thanks.
Excellent, very good. I posted it earlier. Unfortunately, all the links are broken. There are no links. But yeah, the runners, Chexhuman, Doomtap. The commentators is Super Malmo World and Misanthropic Buddha, along with the tracker being not Mr. Byer, was other Tom, excuse me. So make sure to give all of them follows and likes or whatever you're supposed to do on here. The next race, according to the schedule, if it's accurate still, is going to be tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. EDT. It's Krythel versus Nobly, their first matchup here in round 2. And then also that's at 1:30. And then currently at 2 p.m. on 19th of June, it'll be Tam versus Muffins, which sounds really weird to say that out loud, as well as So15 versus Boothis Man. About to say Boothsman, but that wasn't right. So that's what's going to be on tomorrow. So, but currently we do not have any channels yet, or commentary, or trackers. So if you're interested in doing that, feel free to reach out. Thank you, Doomtap, for the pumping. And I think that is it. Malmo, since you're the ringleader of this, is there anything else that I forgot to mention?
No. I hope everybody has a good night, and thanks for watching.
All right, and have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, and yeah, we will see you all hopefully tomorrow.